It's Sunday, February 24th, about 9 a.m. Been here since Friday night. It's Sunday, 9 a.m. I've gotten absolutely nothing done. And the reason for that is because I came up Friday and there was probably, I don't know, maybe like 1.5 feet or so of snow. So I grabbed Dom out to start plowing and made my way through, probably halfway down, well, maybe even like 2/3 of the way down the driveway. And the the drive shaft and the front wheel drive went out. So it's basically useless at that point because you have to have four-wheel drive to be able to plow anything, especially going up and down the hill that I didn't get the chance to plow out. So I left him down there, and yesterday I spent 2.5 hours just clearing the trailer out up here from snow and so forth to pull it out and continue to make my way down the driveway with it so I could take it to go get serviced. 8 hours later, I finally was able to drop it off. It took that long because it was hard, really, really hard. When I plowed, like, you know, the plow is like 6 feet wide, but the wheels on the trailer are probably like a little bit more than 7 feet wide. So with all the snow we have here, it turned into one side of the trailer on the plowed side of the driveway, the other side straight up in the snow, so I had to shovel that higher side off every time carrying it down. My legs are totally shot, and they've been sore because last week we weren't here because I was in California with Brooke from snowboarding for 5 days straight, so my legs, to start off with, were pretty shaky, and doing all that stuff just made it that much more difficult. I'd got it down far enough to where I could use the winch on Dom along with some tow straps and so forth to help pull it down the rest of the way that I didn't have plowed, because it would have been that much more difficult to try and pull it down without anything being plowed at all. Moved my truck around down there, loaded it up, took it there, blah, blah, blah. Get back here, I don't know, 5:36, and we got as far as just clearing off all of the spacers for the tile that was done 2 weeks ago. When I laid out my tile for this area here, I really don't know that I'm going to do more than that. There's supposed to be a blizzard warning, and I have to take the trailer home today because there's no other place to put it that won't be completely buried in snow that when it does come time to pick it back up in hopefully 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to bring it back home. So it'll take me that much longer, and if we're getting, it says, I don't know, anywhere from like 6 to 8 inches or so of snow at some point in time. Anyway, so I have this to do. I have the new Arlo. I'm going to put that up on the tree. That should only take a minute. I don't know if maybe I can show really quick. Maybe I can show the mounds of snow that I was pushing along. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can. Oh man, it's like wet up here. We're thawing out big time right now. But this is a whole big mound of snow. Over there is a really big mound of snow. And then way over there is an even bigger, huge mound of snow. But it's all melting right now, which I assume will be coming through with, I should probably move that, coming through with whatever blizzard crap is supposed to be coming later today, tonight, or something or another. I'm not really sure when it's supposed to be coming out to check the weather again. But anyway, that's oh, and you can kind of see how I had to dig out. See if I can do this without getting wet. I don't know. That's where the trailer had to be pulled out. And there's all the snow between everything falling off the roof and me shoveling everything out. So yeah, it hasn't been the best weekend up here. And it's just me because Lisa had to work yesterday. It seems like when I need her the most, she isn't here. Mentally, anyway. So, yeah, that's the Sunday update. Hopefully, I can get this stuff done. Alright, see ya.
March 9th? Saturday, March 9th?
What time?
Picture looking time. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Saturday, March 9th. We had an early start. We went and took Simba for a walk. And then I split some wood. And then we had breakfast. And now we're getting ready to get things started. Oh, and I took some stuff down. So today we have...
That's such a good picture. Okay, I think that's like too close.
I can see the screen.
Oh, okay.
Now that is too close, but that's probably normal.
Okay. So we have all the tile down from last time I was here, after the whole debacle with Dom, which has no resolution right now. We're still working on trying to get it fixed. In the meantime, we got here last night and had to...
I had to carry everything up.
Right. Mm-hmm. She carried a single bag and...
No, I carried 2 bags and gave up on one.
Gave up on one 5 steps in.
No, it was not.
You're right, 10?
No. No, stop it. It was more than that. We were at the bend. We were close to the bend.
Close to the bend. And I carried everything else, and then I went back down and carried everything else.
I appreciate you.
So, we got here at a decent time last night because we left somewhat early yesterday, at least earlier in comparison to what we usually do. And there's a crap ton of snow. I mean, you can't really tell like this, but like the areas that I was able to plow last week were like nowhere to be found because the snow was so much. Well, between the snowfall and the snow blowing, it was a lot to walk through, so that sucked. Anyway, we made it. So we're now at the present, and the plan is going to be, oh my gosh, to clean up all this tile and grout it, which means all of this stuff has to be moved. This is going to take the entire day, I'm sure. And then Lisa is working on doing the pallet stuff over here. So we'll run like we have here. We're gonna run a finished piece of pine here and down and across and up, and then we'll run the corrugated metal throughout here, which look really nice. And we'll do the same thing over here. And then the same thing will continue on this side and around over here to keep it all uniform. And then I think there'll be a little bit of a wrap here based upon when the pantry is going to start over here. So, with a little bit of luck, by the end of the day tomorrow, this will all be done. The tile will be grouted. We might have some corrugated metal up here, hopefully. If all goes well today with the grout and cleaning up the tile and so forth, then tomorrow morning I'll go get the corrugated metal along with the pine, and we'll do that. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of extra tile. I thought it was gonna be short, but we ended up having an abundance of tile, so we got to move that stuff in different places before we can get it out of here to return, because that's what we need to do with it. Okay, that's it. Anything else to add?
Nope.
Okay. Like I said, that's it. Till next time.
It's Sunday. What day is it? March 17th. It's like 9 a.m. I just got here. We did birthdays and stuff with Lisa's family yesterday, so I was possibly gonna go up last night, but it just got too late, so I woke up like 5:30 this morning and left at 5:45 and made it here a really good time. 6:30. So, I guess just a real quick. We didn't get as far as we wanted to last week. Shocking, I know. The tile took forever to clean. It's totally clean now, though. Today I'll be grouting. I gotta get this stuff out of here. So, Lisa's been, I brought it that way. Lisa's been working on a little bit more here and here. Oh, and over here. That's what the main thing she's doing last week. So this looks really nice. And I'll have the switch that'll go right here. Those corners and stuff, they just take a long time because it's the button pass, the button pass. So that was last week, that area. Then I started working in here when I knew I wasn't gonna have enough time to grout. So I have this wall up to here, and then started over here and here as well. So it's actually like starting to look like a real bathroom, which is exciting. And this guy will go in there. So today, oh, and I cut off and did got the toilet ready. Water's running. I wonder what kind of pressure we have in here. We're going back and forth with pressure. Oh, and right now we have good pressure. Okay. So, you can't see that, but maybe it's coming down. No, it's pretty good pressure. A whole lot better than what it has been. So, at any rate, there's been plumbing this and that, trying to figure it out. But it's working now, which is important. So yeah, so I gotta turn this off so I can start working because I gotta clear all this stuff out here and get to grouting. That's the main thing. And then if I do have time after all this is cleaned up and grouted, then I really need to bring in all that pine and bring it in here because that stuff's gonna have to go into, why am I doing that? Into the bedroom and the rest of the room. So okay, that's it. See how she goes. Oh, it's 6:20. I'm just about to pack up. I got all the grout here, over here, here, and then I ran out right here. So I got just this area here. So I wiped it all down. This area still got the smudge marks on it, and then I wiped down all the smudge marks and stuff from the fireplace over and brought in the wood. That's all I got done. That took me, I pretty much started at what, 10 to 8 hours? My hands are like, they don't feel the best. So yeah, till, that's gross. Till it's Friday, because we have a 3-day weekend coming up, so we'll be up here Friday morning with the goal of finishing the grout, putting the wood and the rest of here. I brought insulation up here too, so I'll insulate these walls, the bedroom walls here, 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 and here. Put up all the wood. And, oh, there's the insulation. Put that toilet in, that one, and I think that's pretty much it. So it's time for me to bust out. My back hurts. Oh, my back hurts. I've been on my hands and knees the whole time. Okay, enough talk. See ya.
Oh, great. up here. I carried my own stuff. I carried all my own stuff this time. And then some. And then I filled up the igloo. I started the fire. I loaded all this wood up. I made him lunch. I made you lunch. But now you're recording me doing none of that. Are you nodding with the camera? Get out of here. Go on.
It's Friday, March 22nd, I think. It's like 2 o'clock. We only left at 7:30 this morning. We made good timing up here, but I got the Suburban stuck now twice trying to go up the driveway.
Don't worry. I recorded it.
Yep. Sucks. But it is still Friday, so that's a good sign. We got a lot of work to do. I think so what we got going on today will be I'll be buffing the rest of this area out so it looks like that. And then I'm going to be grouting all of this area here. Lisa is going to be continuing to do the pallet wall, which actually, oh, you only have this one side to do, don't you? Well, and the tops. But she's just got this side and up here to do.
What top?
We're up here, huh? We gotta work around these guys. Oh, there was something I wanted to buy. That I didn't buy.
Great, cool story.
Well, we can make do without it, but still. Anyway. Anywho. So we got that to do. Then when I'm done doing this, then I'm gonna continue in here, putting up the walls, and maybe doing the toilet. And yeah, so that'll be probably today. Let's see how we get. Oh, and then she's gonna, when she's done there, she's gonna do this area here. So we'll see how far everything gets through from that side. So that's kind of the day's agenda. We'll see how far we get. It's 2 o'clock or a little bit after 2. We're here all day tomorrow. 2:24. See ya. JK. But no. So hopefully, with having an extra day, we'll actually be able to get some good work done. So we'll see. Yes. He was hanging out with me when I was digging out the Suburban. Weren't you, Papa? Weren't you, puppy? Yes, I was. Okay, this time goodbye for real. Ow, my butt. So, I'll bring it back here. It's Saturday night. What time is it? It's 9:47.
9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we did bust into some wines.
9 o'clock.
We just had dinner, you know, normal time.
Some delicious. What did we have for dinner? Tell them.
We had meatballs.
Meatballs, sandwiches.
No,
But there were no sandwiches.
Right.
Go ahead, keep telling.
Yeah, okay. So, meatballs, sandwiches without sandwiches, and instead of sandwiches, it was spaghetti noodles with asparagus. It was really good.
And green pepper.
And green pepper. What's the green peppers or asparagus?
Both.
Oh, see? Okay, definitely. Okay. All right, so today... Oh.
First off, the angel.
First off what?
The angel.
I know, I was going to get to that. I did not have to shovel out the Suburban this morning because yesterday in the afternoon there's a knock on the door.
Wasn't that this morning?
No, it was yesterday.
No, it was this morning.
It was yesterday.
Wait,
we'll
was
get
it
to the
yesterday?
point of the story where it all makes sense.
Yeah, you're right. It was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was 2 hours. You tried digging yourself out for an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I got unstuck, only to back down and get restuck. So I'm like, screw this. I'm waiting till tomorrow. Maybe warmer out. I can do it. So we get started working. And
So we get started working.
That too. And there's a knock on the door. Back to my original thing. I'm like, oh, hey. He's like, open the door, and the guy's like, I'm here to get you out. And I'm like, what? He's like, you're stuck. I'm here to get you out. I'm like, well, okay. So this really, really nice guy, actually Lisa's like, who is that? I'm like, I don't know, but he's going to pull me out, and I'm going to let him. So I grab my stuff, and I start walking down, and meanwhile, he's already walking down the driveway.
Basically a stranger. Who
Total
saw
stranger.
The Suburban stuck in the driveway, decided to park his car, hike up the long...
It was a truck.
Same thing. Parked his truck, walked up the long driveway, which is not plowed, and knocked on the door. So that was super nice.
He was a heavy equipment operator, a retiree. Him and his girlfriend were driving. They're actually looking for signatures to have some storage units placed kind of on their farm. And I get down there, and it's like, yeah, you don't want to make sure, you know, you have an emergency and you can't get out of that, you can't get anywhere, like, want to make sure you can get out, blah, blah, blah.
If there is an emergency.
That's what it said, if there's an emergency, correct. Really, really nice. Super nice. So, spent like 15, 20 minutes maybe. Got out of that, came back up here, did some work, and so then this morning, we had to bring all of these. You can't. It doesn't even look like much.
Doesn't look like anything, but they're so heavy.
That's 28 sheets of galvaluminum metal metal roof panels. So we had to carry those up, 28 of them.
I could only carry 2 at a time on my head. It was a hike, so I only did 4. Jeff did the rest. But
Yeah.
it wasn't
sucked.
easy. It's awkward, flimsy, heavy. A lot of work. Plus the driveway's not plowed, so hiking through, some plowed, some not, ice over everything. It was tricky.
To get around. And so finished that in the morning. Then I had to chainsaw up a bunch of logs, a lot of logs. What are you doing?
Turning on.
It works on its own.
Stop it.
Chainsaw up a whole bunch of logs. I had to split a whole bunch of logs. Then Lisa and I stacked the logs in the basement because we were like complete out of wood.
Every time he like breaks his back over chopping all these logs, and he gets this huge massive pile, and it's like, okay, we're good for the season. He's done that.
Never this season. It'd be like, we're good
No, you did. When you had that out here, your first pile of wood.
No, it was when it was over here.
No.
That was a year ago when I was
Nope. It was right here, and it was this season. That's where everything was cut, and you had a huge mound.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's
here.
true. Oh, that's
And
true.
you said it was good for the season, and I said,
Yeah, that was totally wrong.
yeah.
That was totally wrong. Yeah,
But
okay.
each time he cuts it up, he thinks it's gonna go farther than it does. But that's because we burn so much because
It's all day, every day.
the floor's not insulated, so it is chillier in here. So we're constantly adding to it instead of, a few at a time
Yeah.
and letting it go out. Like it's just constantly roaring like that. So anyways,
So yeah, so we did that. Then we started working in the mudroom, right? Yes, mudroom.
that's what. Yeah.
So it was Lisa.
I finished the walls yesterday.
Yes. So this got all done yesterday. And then you can't even really see because of the lights. But up here, these double guys, those are all unfinished. So I did all the tops because you have to scribe around the logs and it's a pain in the butt. So those are all done up here. Ouch, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this because
Well, you're working on that
Right
up there. So yesterday I finished that wall.
no, finish that
No,
one.
that wall. This wall. Oh,
Yeah.
this one and this one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then today you finished the tops,
Mhm.
and then I started out here
Yep.
on the bathroom wall, the exterior bathroom wall.
Right.
And then after that, Then I started doing the pine. Jeff was trying to start doing the bathroom, but I interrupted him because I needed him to chainsaw.
Well, we thought just notching out was going to be it, but it turned out having to be chainsawing it.
So this is where the metal's gonna go, in between the pine.
Yeah, right there. So
And
it's
in
all...
order for me to get the pine and that corner, I had to have him chainsaw, which is a big pain in the booty.
Because this log here wasn't wide enough, open enough for these to slip in.
So just when he finally got that done, and we were really excited, and then I was like, oh damn, you have one more here to do.
Oh, yeah. And another one right
then
there.
Another one
And then
there.
another one over here.
And another one over there. And then one more.
Yeah, wow, that's freaking awesome. Yeah.
So that'll have to.
And during all this, for whatever reason, my chainsaw just decides that it really doesn't want to start all that much, which makes me think, I don't know if it's the air filter. It's not the mix.
Either way, he threw the chainsaw on the floor.
I did. I was like, I can't, because I couldn't start it.
I understand the frustration
I
now.
was so aggravated.
So we put a halt.
But
to
you can
finishing
see, yeah, you can see right now, 'cause it looks, well, it's hard to tell, but the way it's gonna picture frame out, and this is gonna be stained. Oh, and that was a big pain in the ass. I thought we had the right stain here. Either we're out of it, or I brought it home thinking that what I thought I brought home was paint because it's so dark. Anyway, so this is gonna be stained, the same color stain as the logs.
We didn't finish that thought. Basically, we don't have the right stain here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we couldn't stain these ahead of time, and we were just going to ignore the project. And I said, no, we'll just stain it when it's hung. So we started to hang it,
and then
couldn't even finish that because of the chainsaw situation anyway.
Yep, that's true.
So, yes, lots of halts to our try to be progress for the weekend, but that's what we're
Just
used
the way
to.
it goes.
And then, Jeff.
Where are you turning that light on?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Do I even live here?
Oh wait, no. Before we get to that, insulating. I insulated all of this while she was doing something. One part of something, maybe the wall. I insulated all here and here. I thought I had enough insulation to do the whole thing, but actually I don't have enough here. So this is there. This is all insulated. Okay.
Closet.
There's the closet. Yep, the closet. Okay, now continue.
And then after that, then he went in into the bathroom and put the walls up, and we repositioned the vanity because I figured out how big of a sink I can have now that I have the doorway in here, know where the toilet's gonna go. So we repositioned the vanity light, and he got some walls up. So
Yeah, it's not completely finished. Obviously, you can see I gotta do the gap piece here, and I gotta finish these two pieces here, and I still have this to do. But once those things are in place, then I feel like I can do the turlet.
yeah, so I think it'll be that's so close to my
Well,
face.
we're in the bathroom. Okay, here.
Vanity sink here.
Mhm.
I want to do a really cool sink here. I'm not sure what yet. I think we'll custom build this sink. That's the plan. The light fixture will hang down near probably some floating shelves here.
Excuse me.
Really?
Pardon me.
Then this will be a nice built-in shelf. I'm not sure if I want it facing this way or this way yet. It's probably easier to grab a towel if it's on that side.
I agree.
But if the towels are facing this way, you can always do a hook here to hang your one towel that you need when you get out of the shower.
Not if it's as deep as the wall anyway.
This is deeper. This will fit more rolled
Not
towels.
if it comes out this way and it's as deep as that, you know.
The rolled towels will fit longer this way. Anyway,
That's okay.
toilet, and then a light. And then I think that's it. Maybe some hooks here.
That's where I mean hooks.
And I think my dad is making a fancy schmancy toilet paper holder
Really?
roll.
Did we talk about that?
Picture?
I do remember seeing something.
Maybe he's not. I don't know. He asked. He showed me the picture. You liked it. I said yes. We said yes. Moving on. That's it.
So then that leaves for tomorrow. What's tomorrow's plan?
I don't know. I feel like we're running out of materials.
Definitely running out of materials. Pine.
With the metal.
We're doing pine.
No, you don't want to put the metal in.
We can at least cut the metal if we need to, but it'll be pine. We need a pine rest in here, then in the bedroom, and then I don't know, some other things. Some other stuff. I don't freaking know.
Pine in the bedroom. That'll get done on the walls that we have the insulation for.
Yeah.
It might be worth going to Lowe's and grabbing more insulation if that's, because we can't do that in there because without the stain. Like that might
Well,
make
if we're going
sense.
to there, then we gotta see. We might as well see what time Sherman Williams opens.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on a
Sunday.
Sunday? That sucks.
You're lucky they're open.
Well, we're not doing that.
We're not doing what?
We're not gonna leave here at 9 o'clock and get there at 10 o'clock. Like that's.
Why? We could start on this and then stop and go.
Yeah. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know. It's possible. All right, that's it. Because we need a shower and Netflix and chill, or something like that.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And my body's aching. And I've been up. I was up from 3 o'clock in the morning till legit 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we finally got out of bed at 8 o'clock. So I'm like broken, beaten. Yeah, all those things. Okay, till tomorrow! It's Saturday, March 30th. It's like 11:30. I've been up since maybe like 6. Yeah, I think it was 6. I didn't get out of bed till 7 though. And I had to go get Dom from the store in Charlevoix, picked that up, came here. Then I plowed what I could plow. It's all pretty like hard ice still there, so I plowed what I could plow, and with hopes to make it up. Salted with what salt I had left. Things keeps turning off. I don't know. Anyway, so I salted with what salt I had left. For the third time I'm saying that. Anyway, did that. Then I unhooked the trailer to see if I could get my truck up here, and it made it up without a problem, thankfully. Then I had to unload it, which I have all the stone panels, and then we bought a bunch of floor tile, the stone rocks. These will be for the shower floors, and then all of these are the for the fireplace. Not all of them. I mean, there's more than that, but so that was 4, 8, 16. That's 17 of those that were in the back, and then like 11 or 12 of the stone tile things. Unloaded all that. Then with it unloaded, I thought, I'll try and take a crack at bringing up the trailer. I made like 3/4, no, actually I made like probably almost like, yeah, like 2/3 of the way up. No, that's a lie. Maybe halfway up. Started to skid to the right because I was too far to the left. That's what it was, left, not right. Too far to the left. Kind of went down in the snowbank a little bit because of the way it curves, it kind of drops down. So I tried to back up, and that wasn't working so well, so I ended up having to unhook the trailer and flip it all the way around and walk it all the way down. And then I had to back up my truck a little bit, and then I made it up with no problem. And I'm sure right now I could have, if I decided to hook up the trailer, bring it up. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow, as long as it stays as warm as it's supposed to. So I did that, and then when I was outside, I figured I'd start to bring some of the logs in that were on the piles, all the piles that are over there. And actually I grabbed some from way down there, which sucked because those ones over there that are closer were all like frozen solid together with the freezing and thawing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 logs just underneath the deck this time because it does get kind of mildewy. smell, a wet wood smell in the basement. Doesn't smell like that now, but last week when I brought them in, it did, so I figured we'll let them dry out. And now that it's getting warmer out, they can dry out in the sun, hopefully, till Wednesday night when we're back up here, I guess Thursday morning. So, that's where I'm at right now. Gonna get a fire going. Then I brought in some more insulation. I don't think we showed where things ended last week. So we have now these walls done, and over here I ran out of insulation, so I gotta insulate this whole wall. Then I gotta work on the tops up here, and then underneath here and over here, which those are not gonna be fun. But that'll get done. Insulate, put the pine walls in, and then I think I'm gonna put, we have now a second toilet, a working toilet, which is really cool. We were gonna initially tile this side, but we decided that we're gonna we're gonna pine board here over the cement board, and then we'll run tile up here. And that's so that there aren't so many different, I guess, textures and colors and stuff going on in here. At least I thought there's too much stuff going on. So I'll pine this up to, I don't know, maybe like here-ish, because the rest of it will be metal, probably, something like that. Yeah, so I gotta do that, insulate, pine walls, and then once that's done, I'm going to clear out the floor. I gotta buff this stuff, the grout that's still on here. And I'm gonna seal, actually when I'm done with the pine, doing the board, I gotta take the rest of that and move it into the basement, because then I'm gonna clean up and seal all of this. So that's kind of like my weekend agenda, those main three things: insulate, pine, and seal. So fingers crossed it gets done. It really needs to get done. So I gotta change my shirt because I'm sweating through this thing, flipping all those logs, and it's getting me cold. And then I'll get started. So, okay, that's it. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and today, today is the day that Brooke leaves to go on spring break to Punta Cana. She's actually probably in the air right now because it's whatever time I said, 11:30. I think she took off at 10:30. And Belle is in Florida for her spring break trip. And Kaylee goes to Nationals on Tuesday, which she'll be in either Florida or Alabama. She's like right on the border there, I think is what it is, in the Panhandle. So everyone's going to cool places. I'll be working my butt off here. Go figure. It's going to be worth it, though. Right? Yeah. We're going to go with yeah right now. Okay, see you. It's Sunday, 8:45, I think, something like that. I got done, well, not completely done, but I stopped around 9 o'clock last night. It was so cold. I had so many cuts and stuff to do outside. And you can see like all the scraps and crap there and all over here. It was so windy out. And you can see I don't know if you can really tell, but it's windy again today. It was snowing last night a little bit too. It was just too cold. It was a long day too. I mean, I got a lot done. So I was okay with stopping at 9. I got as far as finishing this wall and putting the top cover piece up there, and then I put in the top here, which that was kind of tricky to do, just turn and make that look right, or at least good. So I got this little guy to do, and then I did all of these, and then from there I went inside. So all of this that you'll probably never ever see is all done. Even this side, because Lisa didn't want to have any dust flowing through and being on the framing in here, so all this is done. And then I came up and cut this piece here all along the way, and now I just have the gap ones to make, which It doesn't look like much, but man, it takes so long to scribe around these logs with the pencil thing and then go out and cut. And then you gotta do the same thing with this one. Then you gotta put them on top of each other to make this cut so they're the right length. Because you can't do it all as one piece because, well, I can't anyway. So yeah, to do all of that there and all of those in here and then scribe around the log, and like I said, that took up quite a bit. Insulating in here, that took just a second. So this is all an insulated wall now. And then here I had to do a couple cuts, you know, to get those behind the logs themselves. And prep work, all this stuff had to be moved out, or all this stuff had to be moved so I could get down there, level it off, and cut around here. Anyway, so now all I have to do is that little guy, which I'll do that after I do this run here. And then I'll be coming in and doing, this will be a log wall, I mean a pine wall. This will be a pine wall. This will be a pine wall too, but I'm gonna wait on that because I don't have my chainsaw and I'm not gonna be able to get behind here the way I need to. Which hopefully my chainsaw works. The stuff I bought I can pick up at Home Depot now is like a tune-up kit. Hopefully that works because we don't have a whole lot of wood left in this place, period. And coming up on a 4-day weekend, we're gonna need wood that needs to be chainsawed and hacked and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's that. So then once I'm done doing that and that, then that's when I'll be moving whatever's left here down in the basement, clearing this stuff out, buffing this stuff out like I said, and sealing it up. And that should all get done, with a little bit of time to spare to do something else that I don't really know just yet, but there's plenty of things to pick. Oh, I want to take back all that tile that's in there. That's all this tile. And I want to put that and bring it home and return it because there's no need for it to be sitting around here any longer. So I know I want to do that, and I have some tile upstairs in the bathroom as well that I want to take back too. There's just so much material here that I bought extra of so that I wasn't short when I was here, and now it's not only taking up space, but you know, there's money just sitting around that could be used in different places. So anyway, that's the plan for this morning and afternoon probably. So we'll see how it goes. And end scene. Okay, it's 12:30. I'm about to break for lunch, so I thought I'd show the progress so far. This all is now done up here, and I gotta say, like, I kind of impressed myself. Like, it looks a whole lot better than what I kind of had in my head. Over here too, like, there aren't many times where I'm like, man, I did something that looks good. Well, I think this is one of those times. I really, really like it. And under here, I think I showed before. Oh yeah, that's all done. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. So then I got to do. There'll be some trim corner pieces that go here and fill this gap. I put the top plate up here, and then from there, I went into the bathroom, and I went up to this point because I can't remember if we said we're gonna do wood all the way up or if we're gonna turn into corrugated metal here. I cannot recall, so I'll at least make that decision next week. That doesn't take but a minute, I think. It should, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to her now. I don't freaking know. But, and then same thing here. This had a little bit wonkier gap, but we'll get like an 1.5 inch corner piece and fill that in really good. And then I came over here and I had to trim out and cut top plate. It's not really top plate, but the top finish trim, and then these guys too, which, you know, this piece of wood is just one of these that I have to take down, so it takes a little bit more time to get the right measurements and put it in, but like, it looks like it's supposed to, I think. Looks good. I like it. So yeah, so that's the pre-lunch update. So then that means I'll probably end up, after I eat, take all that extra pine, take it downstairs, and start working on getting the floors and stuff prepped. I think that makes sense to do. So that's it. Look at her already working.
Already working? What time is it?
It's like 11:30.
Shut up. I thought that was...
No, it's probably maybe a little after 10. It's Thursday, April the 4th? April 5th?
I think it's the 4th.
The 4th? 4th or 5th, something like that. But it's Thursday. We came up here last night. What are you doing with the ladder?
I'm moving it, but getting stuff in the
We're prepping. We came up.
Girls are on spring break.
Okay,
Spring break 2019. Brooks in Punta Cana on the beach having some orange juice. And Bella is in Florida, probably really having orange juice on the beach with Hope. And Kaylee is in Florida for nationals. She's competing today. Good luck, Kaylee and Broncos. And so we snuck up, and this is our spring break, and we get to install some kitchen cabinets today or tomorrow.
Yep. We loaded up the trailer and the Suburban, packed it full Tuesday in preparation to grab all the stuff and come up here last night, which I was nervous about being able to come up the driveway because we had so much stuff in there and we're in the process of getting started to unload it, but we made it up, as you can see. And there's Simba chilling out. He already had we had his morning walk, so he's just resting right now. But these are all the kitchen cabinets, minus the pantry, because the pantry wouldn't fit. It's just too long, and I didn't want to stack another one. I felt hesitant enough stacking and ratcheting, or tie-dowing, what am I trying to say? Ratcheting straps? Putting ratcheting straps to secure all the scrap. So anyway, so there's that. And then there's more stone here. There's a bunch of stone and hearth stones in here. And then in the middle, I don't know if you can see, we brought a door because we need that door for the bedroom down here. So that's that door. And then there's a gap in between there, and there's a whole bunch of more stone in the middle of the trailer. A little bit further, but in the middle of the trailer here. And the kitchen sink. And so yeah, that's we have to unload all of this. We'll bring it in, and we'll see how far we can get with this stuff. Hopefully by the end of the weekend we have stone on the fireplace, we have metal on the fireplace, we have some corrugated metal wainscoting with, we have more pine that I already took off, that will be stained. The door will be stained. Hopefully the door will be installed. We got a lot of stuff to do, so hopefully we can get it done, at least get a lot of it done. So enough talk, a lot more action. Because we're going to bring in all the cabinets through the door wall, because that's going to be the easiest route.
My idea?
Yep, that's a good idea.
Come up with all the smart ideas around here.
Yeah, she does actually. She does a good job of that stuff. So, alright, it's time to get down. See how it goes. Any last words? Oh, what?
No. Stop!
Okay. I guess no more last words. See ya! It's Friday morning, a little bit after 9. Woke up, took Simba for a walk, came back. What was that? It's sleeting a little bit, snow kind of stuff. Yeah, it looks like snow. Anyway, you can hear that crackling sound. we have, now it's not in place yet, but we have a kitchen in the kitchen.
Woo!
And Lisa cooking in the kitchen.
I'm cooking in it for the first time. So exciting.
Like, this just made it look a whole lot realer. Like a whole lot realer. So, what we got going on over here?
We have some vegan chicken and green peppers for some hash browns. And OJ and fruit.
Look at this spread. Well, not that part.
That was yesterday's lunch and dinner.
True story. But so Lisa yesterday laid out the kitchen cabinets while I did something. I'll remember that and say it. But so here we have the corner Lazy Susan, bloop, like that, and go bloop. It's pretty cool. And I think that, oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. And then I guess I gotta cut this thing, which Lisa said is normal. This is the sink for the farmhouse sink, but I gotta cut this out to be able to. I guess she cut this to fit, which makes sense. Then right here, roundabout, is where the dishwasher is gonna be. Then we have. You should be doing this. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is your stuff.
Those are all my drawers and the microwave and another drawer.
What's this thing in here, you think?
It said something about maybe a metal thing that sits underneath here to hold up the microwave.
Yeah, I bet you're right, because there's nothing to support it right now.
And then my spice rack.
Look at that thing.
So this is pretty nifty. I'll buy cute little containers matching and label my spices. And then this does have a drawer with doors. And those cabinets open up on that side, which we'll put.
Take a look at over there.
Like maybe the Ninja, like bigger, smaller appliances that I don't use. Something like this. Maybe that's where the games will go. So we have storage on that side.
And then there'll be there's a faux panel for here to match these guys right here for the back of this one.
Yep, and then
Is this open? Oh, this is a faux panel. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's a faux panel. It's open on that side. That's the bookshelf.
Oh, I forgot we actually did that.
So that'll be for cookbooks. It won't be for drinks because I have a special drink cart that's on its way. And this has the drawer. So the stove will be here that I can get to my stuff for my cookins, and my pans for my cookins, and my bacons. Not bacon, but you know what I mean. And did you already talk about dishwasher?
Yeah,
drawers. And the sink. Oh, did you show them the trash can?
No, I did not. I forgot about this one. I forgot we had that too, actually.
Yeah, real trash can.
Wow. Fancy.
Recycle and regular. Refrigerator. Upper cabinets. Upper cabinet. Upper cabinet. Upper cabinet. Floating shelf. Pantry with all kinds of pullouts. I think the pantry is like something like.
Yeah, I think you're about right.
Here. Wherever it is, it lines up with where that's going to be. So.
Is that what it's supposed to do?
Oh, the dog wants in, but yeah, this is going to have the extended countertop, the butcher block with the stools here. I think it'll be just stools without backs on this side.
Without backs.
And then on that side, we'll have stools with backs.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
There, but that's basically our kitchen table. That's everything. We're not going to do anything formal. Eating. Come on, Simba. Come on. Let's go. You naughty boy. Simba.
And close the door on you.
Come on, let's go.
Maybe because you were talking, he's like, I want to come in. I don't know. If you pause on that thing right now. So this is the upper corner cabinet that I'll have to start off with first. These are deep. This is for the above the fridge. And then we have two more uppers there.
Well, the pantry didn't make it on the trailer.
Yeah, I mentioned that I think yesterday. But yeah, the pantry isn't here. And then there's another cabinet over there, which that was the first one we brought up. yeah, so we got to staining yesterday. We got these guys staining. He's okay. Come.
Come on, Simba.
Good boy. So we got.
FOMO.
Excuse me?
He's got FOMO.
What's that mean?
Fear of missing out.
Oh my God, that's a thing. Oh boy.
I forgot I had my little.
Yeah.
I didn't do my hairs today.
So
All the foods.
we got these stained. These got 2 coats. I think these are just the 1 coats. We got this.
How hungry are you? Am I making this
I'm
whole thing?
crazy hungry.
Good.
We got this door stained. Lisa did a really good job. I tried to help, and I ended up being more harm than good. So she handled that, and I really like the color. It almost seems darker now than what it was yesterday. I don't know.
Well, that's also the first side I did, and I think that has an extra coat on that.
Oh, okay. I like the color. I really like it. So that's what happened, and then she started staining these. Which did you get 1 coat or 2 on these?
Just one.
1 coat. Okay. So there'll be a 2nd coat on these guys, and then we gotta put the pine here and here from the cuts. Slap some metal in there, and then this stuff here's gotta get stained still as well. This and over there. That's already on here. And yeah, so the plan today is stain that stuff, put on that stuff, put some metal up, I think, and we at least need to get the uppers in place. I'd really like to be able to get the bottoms as well. We'll see how that goes. And I gotta chop up a lot of wood. Oh. I chopped up more wood yesterday. My chainsaw went to, I needed a new spark plug. I didn't have a spark plug socket for it. So Colin, our fantastic neighbor, dropped off his chainsaw last night. So I lugged up a whole bunch of wood in Dom, now that we have him back, and he's awesome. And brought all that stuff up here to chainsaw up and split and so forth, because
We won't be going through that much wood always. It's just that
No.
the house isn't completely insulated, so
Yeah.
we have to keep the fire going to keep warm, but we won't have to have as much wood, I don't think,
no.
in the future. We'll still have to chop a lot, but right now
It's just been
like
doing it as we go is what it is, you know, and now that we need to put in, oh yeah, this is where, so inside this cabinet, on the outside here, we have to have an outlet. Okay, so I gotta drill through
Oh, I
here.
thought it would be like up in the backsplash. Like above, not above the stove, but above here
Oh,
for this counter, or here.
we could probably do that then, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't make, I don't want to have cords dangling over. I'd rather just have it here.
Okay. Yeah, that can happen.
Maybe 2 of them.
Yeah, because so over here has to
You
be.
already have to do it.
Yeah, over here has to be framed up. And I have to run the electrical up through the tile for those outlets along with the stove. So I have a bit to do that, to go through the porcelain tile, because porcelain tile is really hard, so you need a diamond bit. So I got that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to that this week or weekend. But that needs to happen. Oh, that was my point. So now, okay, so then with that being complete, that's when we can actually wire up and frame and insulate the basement. By that time it'll be July, and who cares? But I mean, I don't know about it'll be July, but I mean, anyway, so that's why there's so much wood, because we're burning that to keep the heat, so that we're not going through the radiant floor constantly, because when you're running that and there's no insulation down there, it gets expensive. So, but we're running at 60 degrees. It's comfortable right now, 60.1, and that's really good. And it's only getting warmer as the days go on, so that's a good sign too. So, okay, enough talk. Eat, work. We'll see. See ya.
It's Saturday, April 13th. It's like, what time is it? 9:30 or so. Woke up, had breakfast, got a fire going. I'll be working on the fireplace today, partially today. So, okay. I don't think we left. I don't think I updated when we left last weekend. So we were here for a really long weekend. We got most of the kitchen cabinets installed. So that was really exciting. There's actually stuff in them. So our dishwasher will go there. Obviously the sink, which it lined up perfectly. And now you can see like the stove will be here. This one isn't set yet. But everything else here is set, level, plumb. It takes a long time to do that, to level it up, make sure it's right on level, and it's plumb, blah da 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 da. Started putting in some of the toe kick. Squaring this up. And so we have the cabinets on this side. This one obviously goes on that side. There'll be two uppers here, but Lisa didn't want to put those up until maybe we had this in place and we just didn't get around to it or something. I really can't remember. We didn't go over there because we didn't have the pantry, so I just lugged that thing in just now, and that was a pain in the butt because it's heavy, big, awkward. But that'll go here, and then we'll have the over the fridge thing here, and the fridge will go right there. So after we finished doing that, we started doing the corrugated metal here, which I really like. It turned out really, really nice. And then we went into the mudroom, and you can see there's that here, here. It's all on here now. And now that the outlets, the light switches are in place. The outlet as well, which turned out much better than what I guess I was expecting. I just thought that was going to give me a bigger hassle, but it was really pretty easy. Got to here, so I just have this piece to do, and this in here, fix the ceiling crap from all the flooding fiasco, and then put in a bathroom, a laundry tub, throw up an outlet there, and this room will be done. Well, I gotta seal the floor still, but that's a piece of cake. So the mudroom is like near completion. Once we get this door in, then we can do the rest of this. And then once this door is in, outside of just this trim that needs to go here, and whatever arrangements we want to do inside the closet, Lisa said that we do want to keep this, or that we're going to keep it open and do like kind of a different, like a tall skinny dresser and some other, like a 2 hang here and a hang here, something or other. I don't know, she knows that stuff, but I was like, okay. So with that in place and a couple switches and stuff to go, or covers to go in place, this room will be 100% done. So the plan is this weekend to work on the fireplace. I need to stone. Well, first step is going to be I have to put like a scratch coat on the on all the walls, the vertical walls, and let that cure like for 24 hours is what I'll do. So I'm going to start doing that, mix up some of the mortar for that, put that on all the vertical walls, let it sit for the day, and then tomorrow, after it's dry, that's when I'll start putting up the stone itself. And while I'm waiting for all that to dry, today, after I finish the mudroom metal, I'm going to go and work on the metal in here so that when I put the stone in, the stone will cover the metal. And I got a whole bunch of metal pieces, these guys over here, to cover the end caps, kind of where the mortar and the stone would meet, so you don't see that side cut as much. That's 1.5 inches, and some of this stuff is actually like 2 inches or so, but it'll do the job I need it to. It better anyway. So that mudroom, fireplace, 2-day project. I'd like to close up the ceiling in the mudroom and maybe possibly put up that little bit of, in the bathroom, put up the little bit of pine that needs to go on the outside. We decided we're going to do, this is so close. We decided to do the pine on the outside of the shower all the way up. I left it open a little bit because I wasn't sure, so last weekend we decided we're going to do it that way. So anyway, that's the Saturday morning update. Wish me luck. I'm going to need some luck. I got a lot to do. Okay, see you. All right, people. It's 5:30 Saturday. I have everything that needs to be. I have everything here, scratch coated for all of the stone that's going to go down here and over here and in front over here and across here and down here and then over here and up here. That was a lot of work. But that's not all I did. So, I had a short on electrical, fixed that, no problem. Then I came over here and finished this wall outlet, kind of camouflage, but outlet right there, which is for, I think, it'll be the washer, and then this one's for the dryer. And really, thinking about it twice, I probably could have just done one, but put the faceplate on here so it looks nice and finished. Cut around there, looks good. But then I decided to fix the ceiling, and the ceiling is fixed. Which better mean that there isn't any water that comes down from here. I turned on all 3 faucets, the tub and the 2 showers anyway, and just had them pumping through water the whole time I was doing it to make sure that nothing leaked. And nothing leaked. Just because I was paranoid. I knew it wouldn't, but still. That's all pieced back together. I burnt it up so it looks actually, I mean, it's really kind of hard to tell. But now in here is lit up the way it's supposed to be. It looks good. Super stoked about that. So now, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to chainsaw this guy here, put the pine in here, because it's not too much, because then I can check off that off my list, and then all that leaves, it's a lot, all that leaves is to do, anywhere you don't see the scratch coat mortar is where the corrugated metal is going to be. So it's going to be all up here, whoop, across here, and then it's going to be in all these little inlets, which is probably going to be a pain in the bupkis, and then over here. So it's 5:30. I definitely could get that pine stuff done. And I could probably get a good dent on this. And being that I want to make some of those cuts like really sharp, so I want to swap out the blades. So that's why I was thinking I would do the pine first, because there's a difference between the metal blades and my saws and the wood blades and the saws. So I think I like that. I think I like that idea. Yep, I'm gonna do it. See how it goes. Sunday, 9 a.m. Just about get started. Thought I was gonna get to metal last night. Clearly I did not. I had forgotten how much of a pain in the butt it is to cut all of these little pieces that go up and around here and trimming this off, but it's all done. I think it looks good. Looks right to me. So I hope that's good. When we put the trim piece here, I'm gonna have to run a flat piece that covers this part up right here, because I wasn't really wasn't thinking about that gap that will be left when I put up this piece. But clearly there is one. And then metal will go around here and so on and so forth. So
Anyway, that got done last night. Now on to the fireplace, which I was trying to think ideally to do the metal first, but I'm really kind of I don't know if that's the best idea anymore, because I need to put the hearthstones down and then have the metal sit in there on the hearthstone and over here. And I need, in order, if I'm going to put the hearthstones up, I want to make sure that they clear this stone that comes up here, which basically tells me I do need to work from the bottom up, which is what the plan was from the beginning. The hard part is switching out some of my saw blades and so forth to do one versus the other, have the mortar mixed for some, but not the whole thing. So basically what that means is it's going to take me longer than I had thought, I'm sure. I know I'm not going to get done with this thing today. There's no way. But I was hoping to really get a good chunk at it, good run at it. So we'll see how it goes. But the plan will be, I think, do the bottom up. I think that makes the most sense. So that's what I'm going to do. Clean up this area here and get going. So wish me luck. All right, party people. It's Saturday morning, 10:30, April 20th.
2019.
I like it. Take us home.
What? I'm rearranging the kitchen. So this guy doesn't align up with that one, so we get to take everything out, scooch it over, so we can put that guy in that attaches to this guy, and that's what we're doing.
And what do we do after that?
What?
What do we do after that?
What are we doing after that?
Hmm?
We're gonna talk about it.
We still have more kitchen stuff to do, don't we?
Well, this guy has to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing that now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna drill a hole. We'll drill a hole about here's for some electrical.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, and then we gotta build the frame.
Yep.
For the bar here.
Yep.
Or not the bar, but I don't know what you call this thing.
Yeah, what do you call that?
The backing of the peninsula, I guess.
I guess it's kind of like a bar. It's gonna be act like a bar.
I mean, not a real bar.
No. A breakfast bar, I suppose.
Our table.
That too. And then what about on the other side of the wall?
I'll put another cabinet in.
Mm-hmm.
Since we know where this is at now, we can line up. Cabinet will probably line up at the end of this here, which will leave about 3 feet for floating shelves for my mason jars. And that's it. That's all we're doing today.
We won't even be able to frame here actually, because I have to get the 2x4s for that. So I'll have to go first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Who dropped the ball on that?
I don't have enough room in the car. We took Lisa's car because we didn't have anything to bring up. We didn't have to stop at Menards last night, so that was good.
Where the 2x4 is gonna go?
Just in the back. Yeah, they won't even be 8 feet long. They'll be like 92 something, because this isn't a whole 8 feet. So, so we gotta do that. I didn't update when I left. Last week. So I got as far as getting the stone all down here, and then this took a while to cut these small. These small pieces, prop it up, make sure it holds, and I was really nervous when I got here last night to make sure when I took out all of this junk that was supporting it that they're gonna hold, but they did. I can't move it. I don't want to move it, but I can't move it, which is good. So then I'll have to put metal down to finish off this, but a receiver will go here, plug in over there. Another receiver will go down here for the outside, and it looks really good. So then next week when I'm here, then I'll continue to work my way up. I did that, the metal, and the back, and the bottom, and the top, and the back, and the bottom here. And it's even cool, like, at least you can see, like, get an idea what it looked like with the wood. Yeah. Yeah. It looks good. I think that's all I missed updating last week, because I think I showed the mudroom and the ceiling. I fixed the ceiling. I probably showed that. Big deal. It was cold last Sunday. Freezing my fingers off, cutting on the wet saw out there over and over and over again. That stunk, but that's done. So anyway, okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do cabinets, pantry, and we'll see how that goes. So, yeah. That's it. Okay, shoot! So it's the afternoon. It's probably like 3 o'clock on Saturday. We did good over there. We got that in. Moved this over. Bloop. Got that in. Got that in. Well, put the panel in here, the side panel, which looks cool. Then we put this guy in. Then we put this. Covered that up. Cleaned up all the stuff. Let's see. Hang on. Then came down here. Put in the panels here and. What are you doing up here?
I'm hanging the pendant box.
A pendant.
A pendant box.
Why don't you turn the light on?
Shut up. I want to see the distance between here and here, and if this can scooch over, because I'm not happy about the floating shelf only being 30 inches wide. It looks rinky-dink to me.
I don't think so, but I'm not.
So I wanted to see what it would look like, or get an idea of how low this hangs down. What does that look like? And this be scooched over. So that's 7 1/4 diameter. And it's hanging down. I don't have a tape measure, but
How did you measure 7 1/4?
I measured the box.
Corner to corner?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Oh boy.
Well, you know, I don't know.
Who are you talking to right now?
I'm talking to you. Why is it so high up, though?
Huh? No, I'm just, it won't be there. I'm just trying to see, you know, when we're sitting here, this is the countertop height. It is gonna hang lower, but I just wanted to get an object there so I could see the distance.
So, what's the verdict then?
I feel like we could scooch the cabinet over, because then that just becomes wasted space. And sitting here, like that cabinet is so far out of the way.
Well, that's going to extend a foot.
Huh?
That.
I know. So even like here, it's not even in my face.
That's nowhere close to your face.
So I'm saying that I think has the ability to come over, you know, maybe even half the distance between here and here, so something like this.
How about more than that, because there's the stud there that I can hook that, I can attach that stud and I can attach that stud.
Well, because this is going to be lower. These pendants are going to be lower, and I don't want it on top
Touching
of the cabinet.
it. Yeah, okay.
So I think that was a good idea to hang a box. You were making fun of me.
I was?
Stop it. It's a good idea.
Maybe?
Now you can see what it would look like.
I mean,
And
sure.
I think the cabinet definitely should be moved over to the right. I think it's too close in the kitchen.
So I'm going to do something yet again for a second time.
Hey, that was because you forgot. Because you forgot.
No, we forgot. So we put this up. We put this up, and then this wasn't here, so I almost attached this to that, but I didn't. And then we're looking over here, setting this stuff up, and then I look over yonder in that corner, and I see this panel. I go, wait a minute, what's that panel for? I was like, oh, balls. So we just had to take this off the back wall.
Yeah, so we did that twice. So yeah, you get to move that over a little bit.
Okay, this recording's over. I gotta do something twice. Again. Okay, so it's like 6:30, 6:45 Sunday. We're packing up, and I'm remembering this time to give the final day's update. So I got as far as putting up this double wall and run outlets. So we have 2 outlets on this side, and then we've got an outlet there that I need to get the outlet, but that's the box. And then the outlet there as well. And so we did a double because we're going to put butcher block across this, and we need the extra support, and hopefully we won't have to have any any brackets or anything like that to hold it up, because this is really sturdy, and it's only going to come out like 10 inches past, so it should be enough. Whoops. So I did that, and then came over here, and oh yeah, I guess it's setting this cabinet too, which is rock solid now, which makes me feel really good. So I put the back in here, and then I have the outlet for the stove, which that's, can't remember if it's 6 or 8 gauge, whatever it is. It's friggin' thicker than a mother and really hard to work with. This thing is really, it's attached to the cabinets, which we put a board across and made sure everything was like exact where it needs to be, distance wise and so forth over there. And then I nailed through the tile, and I say nailed through, actually I used a diamond blade, or a diamond like hole saw, I guess, to just get through the tile, mark it, and then I pounded some nails through, so there's so it's attached to the ground, and then these this wall is attached to this wall is attached there, so it's really, really, like I said, it's rock solid. While I was doing that, Lisa was in here staining away. So you can see now this wall is 100% finished. It looks awesome. These 2 smaller walls will get done in probably 2 weeks. And then we have all in here around the logs, all that kind of fun stuff. In the closet, in the front of the closet, in the closet, the back of the closet. We just have to stain the brackets, or I mean the L corners that'll go here and there to finish it off really nice. But this turned out really good. And you can, from here, minus a door that isn't there, it's a finished room. And then from here, minus this part being stained, it's a finished room. So that's really good stuff. Next week it'll be heading back to the fireplace, and any last words? We're packing up, so
Let's get out of here.
you got stain like right in the,
I know, it's everywhere.
yeah. So all right, we're gonna do what the lady said and get out of here. See you. Saturday, April 27th. It's, how's my finger? It's like 10 to 8. Woke up early, getting breakfast going, got the fire going, and I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get oh, that's what I gotta do. Jeez, oh Pete, I've been up since 6. So I'm a little bit tired, can't collect my thoughts. Came up last night, and in the Suburban I have, you can't see, but it is right there. There is a dishwasher right about there, and there is a range right about there. So I gotta get those out, and I'm thinking I'll move Dom that way, and then I'll bring the Suburban in this way, and I'll take This window is all clean now. Lisa and I did it, mostly Lisa did this last weekend, so now you can actually see through it, which is so nice to see it through here and let the light in, as opposed to this window that still has the stain overspray, where it's like murky and stuff. But I'm gonna take maybe some of that plywood, the bridge thing over here, and kind of back up the Suburban back to the deck and try and slide it off. Something like that. You know, it'll go perfectly, because what doesn't go perfectly when I do stuff here? Anyway, so I gotta empty that out, and then upon successfully doing that, I'll probably just put them over here or something like that. I'm not gonna hook them up or do anything like that. But after I do that, then I'll be tackling more of the fireplace. I have to get this little section here done, and then once I get up to that point, then I have to tackle the hearthstones, which I'm really kind of nervous about. Placing them, making sure they're not only in the right spots, but there's enough spacing in between them and so forth. Lisa and I kind of talked about that last weekend, so I have an idea, but hopefully that'll go okay. And then this whole weekend really is dedicated to getting the fireplace done. I hope to get it all done. I really think I can, but you never know. So that's why I'm here with an early start, get this stuff out of the truck so that doesn't slow me down, and then clean up all of this mess to create a new mess. And of course, it's cold this weekend, so I get to use the wet saw outside in the cold. And did I bring my Carhartt? Didn't even think about it. So I just have my vest. But it's not supposed to rain or anything like that. 2 weeks ago when I was here, it was really cold working the wet saw outside. And then it started to snow, and it really stunk. So hopefully it will be warmer than that, and it's not going to be wet. But still, it figures. Like last weekend, it was nice and warm, sunny. Everything's great, and we're inside the whole time, and I don't have to worry about cutting a single thing. I come up here by myself and do this, and it's a nasty weekend, so whatever. I'll deal with it. Get the fire going, keep it going, stay warm, so on and so forth. So, yep, that's about it. See how she goes. Is this thing on? Okay. It's Saturday night. It's like 9:30. Finished for the day. Today's progress. Successfully got the range in, which is actually pretty tricky. I had to, lowering it down from the Suburban was pretty tough. I put on some spare pieces of decking that I had, kind of slid it down and then lowered it down, and it pinched my leg and blah, blah, blah. But it's unscathed, which is good. Dishwasher, easy as can be. And then I've been working on the fireplace ever since. So I started off with this side here. Oh, maybe if I do this. I don't know if this will help. No, not really. Oh, maybe. Okay, so this side. Oh, no, it doesn't help at all. This side over here, stone, stone, stone. Up here, stone, and then all the way up here is all stone that you can't even see, but trust me, it's there. Then I did the hearthstones, which that was a pain in the butt. Really awkward, making sure everything was squared up, equal distance. Like I bought 7 of these things, and it like took 6 7/8 of them. Like I got really lucky. So there's one back there, then there's two full, and then I did one in the middle that's the smaller size, and then I did the same thing with the back pieces, just because it looked uniform. Then I came over here and man, you can't see anything. It's like I did nothing. And I went all the way, I went from down here all the way up to there. Maybe if I let's see. Oh, and then I brought in all these guys, because those you can see, because tomorrow I got plenty to do. But yeah, that little skinny line right there, that's what I did. I mean, and the other side and so forth. But trust me, it looks good. It looks solid. It looks solid. I'm really happy with it. Like, this is the first time I actually stopped and looked at it. Yeah, and it looks good. I'm pretty proud of myself. Yeah. So tomorrow, more of the same. Finish up the top there, and then I got. Then I think I'll just start wrapping and going, wrapping and going, wrapping and going, which I mean on that other side and continuing over here with the corners and so forth. Actually, I think the first thing I'm gonna do though, after I do that, those two up there, no, that's a lie. I'm not gonna do those yet. The first thing I'm gonna do is run this metal up. And the reason for that is because I want the metal to go behind the stone, like, well, like that. That's just a quick cut or two, because they come in 8 feet sections, and that's probably pretty close to 8 feet. So yeah, so I'll do that first, and then I'll mix the stuff and do that, and then come over here and start wrapping around and so forth. So that's my plan. I'm beat. I got dinner going. Actually, Lisa told me to bring a pizza, and I did, and it's out there cooking right now, and I'm really hungry for it. I wasn't hungry earlier, but it smelled like cooking, and now I got hungry. So anyway, okay, that's it. It was a good day. Yeah, I'm happy with the fireplace. I wish I was further along, shocker. But I had to bring in the stove, and the stove took a little bit of time because I had to mess around with stuff. So anyway, okay, see you. It's Saturday, May 4th, just about 9 o'clock in the morning. Been up for a bit. Took a whole bunch of garbage down to where the garbage pickup is, and then I took my chainsaw over to a guy down the road that Colin, our neighbor, recommended because it's not starting anymore. So I did all that, and now I'm ready to get to work, which today's job will be to finish the fireplace officially. Let me turn on the lights to try and get an idea. When I came home last weekend, yeah, I showed Lisa all the pictures, and it wasn't until then that together we kind of realized that this, sure how easy it's going to be, this kind of flailing here, it doesn't look completely finished. It's hanging over to grab so that none of these cut pieces are there, but I don't know that it looks all that great the way it is right now, considering everything else looks really good, but that looks kind of eh. And then up there it'll come down the same way, but I don't know, I'm not in love with that after we kind of looked at it. So what I'm going to try and do, fingers crossed, I'm going to have to cut down this piece, and then I'm going to run a whole bunch of uncut ends on one side to cover them up this way and have kind of like a border up there, and then figure out what I got to do when I get up there. So I got to do that. I got to finish up that up here, and then I got to do all the metal and so forth. But that's what I'm going to do. I got to figure out if I'm going to take this thing off entirely, or if I'm going to try and cut it while it's on here. I have it, like, there's a gap, so I think I can pull it off, but the problem is I nailed it in here pretty good. So hopefully that goes easy. Oh, I think I did this before. The light switches there. Not the light switches. They look really good. I like it a lot. So anyway, I gotta do that. Finish the fireplace, which is gonna then involve putting the metal in here, putting the stone on the front face there and front face there. Then I'm gonna grout. I was gonna put metal pieces to cover this kind of crap, you know, where everything comes up but it doesn't butt up there nicely. And I think the metal, for the same reason, is going to hang over. It's not going to be the best. Where if I grout it, it'll cover everything up. Hopefully, you know, give it more of a uniform look. And at the same time, it's going to conform with, you know, the actual stone itself, so it won't look like there's overhangs and it's unfinished and so forth. So that's what I'm going to try to do first, and hopefully it looks good. So I'm going to do that there. On the other side, the same fireplace part here as well. Oh, I got to put a little piece here, a little nubbin. It isn't there yet either. So fireplace, and then a whole bunch of little odds and ends type things. So anyway, that's what's on today's agenda. Hopefully it goes off without a hitch. Stay tuned. Sunday morning, it's like 7 a.m. I'm getting ready to go out to Lowe's because, well, working on the fireplace. Everything is going good last night. Except for I have the ladder. Well, I'll just show you. I have this ladder leaning up here, and every other time I've had it leaning, I've had a box, a stone over here when I was leaning over here, so it doesn't slip out. Well, late in the night, whatever, I forgot. The ladder, I'm up at the top. The ladder slips down. Walk. And a piece of stone I grab, because I'm slipping up there, I grab and it comes off and it falls on my head. Then it comes down here and puts a friggin' hole in the weakest point it could possibly hit. It happens to hit this spot right here, because this is the overhang and it's the skinny piece. So I have to go to Lowe's and get some landscaping liquid nail stuff, and I'll be able to just pop this guy. I mean, you'll see the crack in a second. It'll go like that. So, and then I can grout it and so forth. But yeah, that pissed me off. Not to mention hurt my head. Oh, but the good news is I ended up bordering this. Oh, it took a really long time. I mean, it took a really long time. I had to, all of these pieces, some of them I could grab from like corners that were still good. I mean, that I've already used, but I didn't use the entire corner. But most of them I had to take from spare pieces. I had to take some spare pieces outside, bang them with a hammer to get the raw edge instead of the cut edge. Make sure the pieces were long enough, and then cut them down, thin them out to place them, because I slipped them all behind here, so it looks really good. But oh my gosh, it took so long. I mean, honestly, that was probably like 4 hours, 5 hours maybe. I don't know. It was forever. And then so after that, I did all of the, I'd stone to the cap here, put all the rest of the metal inside, in here, over here, I don't know if you can see that, but over there, and then up at the top, which that stuff needs to get washed down and that sticker being removed. But let me see if I can come back and take a look and kind of see what everything's gonna look like. I think you can see, maybe not, I don't know. But I think it looks pretty cool. Today I have to, after I fix that, let that dry and so forth, I'll get some same liquid nail and put it in, because I ran out of mortar. Well, no, I didn't run out of mortar. I just didn't mix any up and have holding till like 10:30 at night, because I didn't think that I was going to be ripping off a piece. So I have to get some, I have to put a couple of pieces up top there back that I had ripped off in the process. Do the same thing with that one. Then put the metal around that corner area there, which doing that's tough. it's not fun because you have to make sure all of the pieces sync up the top and the bottom with the grooves and so forth. So it's kind of a tedious process. Once that's done, then I can clear the hearth, clean it, then grout it. Grout the hearth, grout around the firebox, grout in here. When I say grout, I mean, like, well, it is grouting, but, just putting those, covering that up with black grout so that well, like I explained yesterday, I'm going on and on about nothing. So I'll do that. Then I can poly. I'll at least put one coat, maybe 2 coats of polyurethane on the stones, see what that looks like to keep it the wet look, because I think Lisa wanted the wet look because it's a darker color, and I think so too. I think that'll look good. Then after that, I got some odds and end item things to do, like I might put the wood landing here, put the step back, but actually has a complete staircase now. A couple other odds and end type things. So first up, eat breakfast, and then run to Lowe's because they open at 8 and it's 7, so it's a half hour to get there. So I got a little bit of time to eat, and I'll go do that. You can see my mess of metal. It's just metal everywhere. Yeah. Maybe I can put in a microwave? I don't know, we'll see. That may be getting a little bit too, what's the word? Too ahead of myself. I guess it's more of a phrase. See ya! Okay, it's a little after 6 on Sunday. I just wrapped up everything, and I'm going to start packing up, but I have a minute. I didn't get to put in any appliances. The really only other appliance I was going to try and do is the microwave, because I didn't want to screw around with the stove, because I think that's kind of a 2-person job. And the dishwasher, I don't know. Who cares about the dishwasher? I don't have all the components for it right now anyway. Anyway, so I finished the fireplace. And I gotta say, I think I really like it. I grouted and polyed this, so this is dry, but it looks wet. Some areas actually still might be a little bit tacky, but over here it's dry. Like this area here at least. Yeah, it's dry. So I'm waiting for that guy to hopefully be hard as a rock come next week when I'm here, so I can pull all that stuff out. Oh, you can see, so I grouted here, this finished edge here, so it wasn't all those nasty cuts. It's probably a little bit easier to see over here. Maybe. Now you can see the contrast. I really like it. I was nervous about how it was going to turn out, but as long as it stays like it's supposed to, I mean, it's grout. I don't know why it wouldn't, and it's not like it's in a area that's going to get a whole bunch of abuse. This is just going to hold receivers, and the other side is going to hold some blankets or some other crap. My only concern, I guess, is I don't know how heat resistant grout is. I guess we'll find out. I mean, worst comes to worst, this area I could put metal up, and that would actually be a nice finished edge if I did that. But anyway, so that's all done, and then I did the landing, which I put the stair back. I was nervous about this, just popping those other pieces that were sitting on there out underneath them, but it went pretty easy. That took me all of I don't know, maybe an hour. I don't even think it took me that long. It's funny how things I don't think would take all that much time, take all the time in the world, and the stuff I think they're going to take a good amount of time, they take nothing at all. So that's pretty much what I did, and then there's a cable I had to place way up there. There was a cable that was going through the roof, or through the pine rather, and it wasn't, the screws weren't getting a good grip, so when you tighten it, it was pulling it out. So I put some toggle bolts through there and got that in tighter. That took longer than I thought, because of course I thought that was going to be simple. And then I cleaned up all this crap here, and feel like I did something else. I don't know. That's probably it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really digging the fireplace. Like, to know that that's done, I think 100% complete. Okay. So I made some of these spots. I bought some grout, or not grout, some caulk that you can do like kind of like tuck pointing for what this would be if we want to fill in some of these spots. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I bought a bunch of different colors. Well, not a bunch of different colors. I bought black, light gray, a gray, and then a mortar kind. So, and this may need to get like cleaned down because this area here is all stone dust from all the cuts and so forth. But yeah, I like it. It was the first time I really had a second to stop, take a look at it. Oh, did these sit in there nice the way they're supposed to? Please stay hard. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. Probably like a half hour earlier than I thought I was gonna, which is a bonus. Which made me think, should I try and just screw around with the microwave? I'm like, screw it. So I think I'll throw a couple more garbage bags in the Suburban. Oh, that was the other thing. I took all the, when I was cleaning up, I had to take all the extra stone and throw that in the truck because I'll be taking that back next week or Monday, tomorrow. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I got a light garbage bag or two that I can throw in the truck and throw that out on the way out. So that is it until next week, where yet again I get to be here by myself. Yeah. Till next time. See ya. Good morning. It's Saturday, May 11th. It's about 9 o'clock. I've been up for about an hour. Brought the Arlo home last week. Got that fixed. Forgot to bring a component on it to actually set it up to the tree, so I have it hanging on a ladder. Oh well. But, exciting. You can hear music right now, but it's not coming from that little piddly speaker. It's coming from those up there. And not only that, but they're coming from, I have them hooked up. I think I still do. Yeah. They're coming from out here too. Which I gotta take off the plastic and put the covers on, but I still have to torch all this stuff too. But I brought the receiver up last night, brought that in, hooked that up this morning, and then I brought not only the receiver, but I brought the subwoofer too. So, as long as Lisa says it's okay, it'll sit in this corner. And the receiver's in here. It looks really nice, it's slick, and it sounds really good. Let's see. These are like slow jams in the morning, so you can't really appreciate the speakers probably, but actually here, let's see. I can turn up from my phone because it's on Bluetooth. So here, let's do it this way. That sounds pretty good. So I'm really happy. At first it was all muffled and stuff. I was like, what the heck? I thought maybe I had some plastic up on those. So I brought the ladder up, and it turns out I had, when I put on the covers, there's like a little clear plastic waffle thing that protects it, but it was muffling all the sound. That's taken care of, and it sounded awesome. Okay, so enough of that. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so now back to the tasks at hand, which will be, I brought 2 doors up that Lisa stained over the week. It'll be the door for the bedroom and our bedroom, because those are the swinging doors. So installing those will be first up on my agenda, and then I think I'm going to put the shower floor in the... Let's try this for the 4th time. Are you going to stay on? Are you going to stay on? Okay. So I think I'm going to, after I do the doors, I'm going to put the stone floor in on the shower down here. Put the walls up that I took apart in the shower upstairs. Water membrane, paint that stuff, and kind of go from there. So this guy is in good shape. He's all attached and so forth after I busted it and busted my head. Oh, I gotta get that. Oh man, I don't want to step on that. I gotta step on it. I just have one piece to get out here. There we go. Okay. So that is gonna be my agenda for the day. We'll see how it goes. So far we're off to a good start because I got my jams kicking the right way. It's supposed to be a nice day today. So hopefully keep the good vibes going. See ya! All right, it's Sunday. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yeah, like 9:15. I've been up for a while. Yesterday went good. I got the door in here, which, let's see. It's pretty cool to see a door. So you can see like, there's the door. Obviously that's gotta be stained. Took a bit longer because I had to put in a gap filler here, going all the way down. That'll get stained just the same. But I like this one a lot. Turned out good. I had to strip down another piece here, so next we can put pallets across here, and then the metal or pallets, and then metal and stuff. So that's that door, and then I did the one in our bedroom too, which is really cool because it's really big, and I had to trim it out with the gaps, and I think it looks nice. So here is what it looks like. Oh, did it swell? Maybe I gotta make an adjustment. Shit. Oh, okay. Here is the door. I'm doing the trim. That'll get stained as well. And then here it is. Definitely have to make an adjustment. And then here it is from this side. So same thing, it'll get stained and so forth. So yeah, I can see that bottom is where we're catching, which I swear we weren't catching yesterday because it closed easier. Definitely did. Well, that means I get to pop this piece off and do a couple things here, but that shouldn't take too long. So I did those two things, and then I put in the microwave. I put the dryer outlet in, which that's this guy here. Nothing special, but I had to wire that up here and then down in the basement. So it takes a little bit longer to do in the basement the way it was set up. But the microwave's in. Now the microwave was not so much fun because this measurement here, the opening, you can't tell, but it was too narrow to fit this. So I had to cut a little bit out, and I got a little wonky there. We can use some filler on that. But then it was too skinny. Like this like, I had to put a piece here and a fill piece here, and I freaking dinged it right there and right there, and this is probably gonna kill me. We have a marker or whatever thing, and we're definitely gonna need it, because that was not fun. And then I had the power off right now because I got to put in that outlet there, but it works. And this isn't installed, like it'll pop out so we can stain this wood to match. So we can stain this wood to match because this is the same stain that's in the bedroom, and I think it'll look correct. So I did that, and then I wired up that guy down in the basement, wired up the fridge outlet down in the basement. I think that's it. So today's agenda is, I think I'm gonna put down. Well, I am gonna put down the stone in this bathroom first, and then I'm gonna go close up the shower upstairs, and then I'll come back down, and hopefully by that time that mortar's dry enough to where I can, at least at some point, I'll be able to grout all the stone. So I think that's pretty much it. I gotta fix the door. So, okay, that's it. It is Saturday, May 18th, a little after 9 o'clock, and I'm very excited to say that I have a very special guest with me this weekend.
Guest. I'm a guest in my own house.
Lisa's here!
I mean, it has been a month. Definitely not a guest.
Well, it feels like it because it's been so long since she's been here. So what are you doing? Making coffee, huh?
How about this is my house and you're my contractor, and the shit needs to get done.
And it's just like you to say, why isn't it done yet? I don't want to do anything, but why?
I almost cried because I saw the fireplace for the first time, and it looked amazing. It looks amazing. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing in the house right now. And I think I say that about every new project, but it just looks like exactly how it's supposed to. How we designed and envisioned it, and I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It looks awesome. And the doors don't look too shabby. Oh, you can't see the door, but
Well.
the doors are new to me. The fireplace, the landing.
The fact that we have a step now again?
Yeah, the stuff is in place. So the bedroom door, the main closet door. We finished the tile. Oh, the stone in the bathroom looks really good. It needs not grouted, but still looks good.
The microwave.
Yeah, the microwave.
Oh, the smoke detectors. I didn't show the smoke. There's a smoke detector up there, and there's one in our bedroom on the other side, and there's one in that bedroom over there, and they work.
Good. We need a carbon monoxide detector in here,
Yeah.
too.
Although we don't have anything that emits carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and I like the look of my range.
Oh
I
yeah.
just can't wait to see it in place.
Yeah.
It's getting
Sweet.
dusty.
That's probably from just it coming in. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
So I'd like to see those in place.
yeah. Are you microwaving something? What's that noise? Oh, it's your coffee thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that. Yeah, that's the other thing too. This is all wired up. I don't know if I didn't
I
show-
saw it last night. You didn't point it out, but I saw
Yeah.
it.
And then you see the dryer one too?
No,
Yeah. So
it's
it's
only standing right there.
yeah. The dryer one's ready to go in, so bloop. So this is all actually wired in and done. So all we need now is a freaking sink, laundry tub, whatever.
Don't get me started on the sink today.
Yeah, she's
No, he's
no. She just wants something that doesn't exist.
Nope, I want something built in, a shelf tower next to it. You totally did that on purpose.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
What do you want,
Yeah,
dear?
you pressed the off button. You're
I
like,
did not.
oh, this is what she wants.
If only it was that easy.
I want the sink with a cabinet that's built in with the shelf tower next to the washer and dryer because we are very limited on space, and I feel like we're gonna lose space when we buy something that's already put together and manufactured already, and we're just setting a freestanding sink there. I don't like that look.
Perfect. So just build it.
Fine. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time working in the bedroom.
No, see that's the problem.
See?
The rest of your
See,
time.
that's your problem. This is why we don't talk about the sink.
True story. True story. Okay, so we did that. Oh yeah, the smoke detector's up here. Oh, and then I can tell you what's good. So that guy's right there.
Energy here.
Shocking, you bought more than what you need. I had no idea. Okay, so last night we got up here like midnight.
35 hours of energy.
Yep, we're gonna need them all because you can build that cabinet in sync. Got up here last night around midnight. This weekend's projects are gonna be what? Okay, I'll fill it.
50 hours, I meant.
Oh boy, okay. We're gonna put in the railing here, do the wood here, continuation. Then we're gonna pallet all the way up, pallet
Open this door.
around. Yeah, I think so. Well, it just looks like a black door right now because of the.
I know you can't really see it, but
It'd be from the inside,
the
but
green is on a diagonal. I love it. When we went door shopping, I was thinking I wanted to do the 3-panel thing, and then I think we saw this together, and we looked at it and we're like, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I had my eye on that because I said that was a more.
Okay.
Give
Listen.
credit
I
where
said
credit's.
we.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
who designed the fireplace?
Oh no, you did. I know.
I tell everybody we did.
Oh, we did it. Yeah, that's what I meant. We did it.
We did everything.
We did,
There's
that's true.
no-
I'm just saying, I had thought that this door, looked a little bit more modern because of the way it's set up and it's the 1 panel and so on and so forth. Where the 3-panel looks a little bit more
Anyway,
traditional.
carry on. That was totally
Anyway,
that was a squirrel moment.
squirrel moment, yeah. So then we're gonna pallet all up here, over here, and I think I'm gonna poly. Well, before I put tile in the bathroom, we brought. Oh, I should bring. Where did that tile go? That tile's outside. Let me bring in a box of this bathroom tile. It's really cool. We went to the store thinking that we were gonna get some just regular Subway tile, and they didn't have enough. So I'm like, crap. Well, then we saw this stuff, and it's a little bit more, but it's way cooler and it's bigger, so it'll go together and go in easier. And then they didn't have enough of this either. So, but that's okay. We can get some more. Anyway, so this is what the bathroom tile will be, which is. You really can't see it all. It just looks like a plain white tile, but maybe.
It's got ripples in it. Let me try to like hold it up and move it.
Yeah.
You can see the ripples
Oh yeah.
in it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought that was neat. So you'd have a water effect with the stone on the bottom, or the rocks on the bottom, to make it feel like waterfallish like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
they're
really
really
happy
cool.
with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saw it.
Yep. I am too. I like them a lot.
I feel like I've seen it before, but
Probably
maybe
having
because we were so
something.
like,
Set on Subway.
yeah.
So then we'll do Subway. The white Subway is here.
And that'll look really good in the kitchen.
Yeah, that'll be sharp.
For sure, that's what we want to do in here.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this stuff. I think I might put a coat of polyurethane up here before the tile goes down, and then put some of the metal in place here, and then we can tile up once we have all the tile. Actually, maybe let's start tiling up. I don't know if I'm gonna start tiling up, but anyway. So we got that for that.
Now that we went over 5 million things, what did you say the project was for today?
Pallets?
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing pallets?
Yeah.
I'll do the metal here. And since I'm working on the metal, I figured I'll probably cut around
I
and.
can't do the metal until I get to that point.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna pre-do the trailer, the railing. We'll start with the railing, then you can work and I can work.
Oh,
Right?
that's fine. It's just not how we did it before.
Yeah, but this time we can both do it together, and there's no reason why we can't do it that way. Because we can just trim down a piece of.
I love working on top of you.
It's a lie. So anyway, so then we got a whole bunch of 2x4s, 2x4x10s to frame up the basement, which hopefully we can start on that maybe tomorrow. There is, you can't see it at all, but there's freaking, I brought in by myself because Lisa was sleeping. There is, I can't see it all, it's pointless. There's like 100 2x4x10s right here. I think it's actually 90, but it felt like 100. So, yeah. So that's pretty much the weekend's agenda. Maybe we throw in the oven. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, okay. Oh yeah, you gotta finish staying in that room too. You got a lot of work to do. It's a good thing you slept in. Okay, shoot. It is Saturday. What the heck is the date today? Saturday, May 25th. About 9 o'clock. Been up since 5:45. Been to Lowe's and Home Depot and back. Because I forgot to get something on my way up last night. Anyway. But I'm awake. And I'm ready to go. What else? Oh, that's what it was. When we didn't give an update before we left last weekend, I can't remember what we did. Oh, I think we may have shown this. I think I showed this, and this. So all of this is now complete. It's got to be stained still, and then I need to caulk that just to blacken, make that look smooth. But once that's done, this area here is officially done with just the vanity. And then we went downstairs in the basement. Lisa stained in there, but I know I showed that. And then we started framing in the basement. I didn't get too far. Let's see here. Are these still hooked up? Yeah, I think they are. Okay. Wait, maybe it's not. Is it? Well, let's see. Will this turn on? What the heck? Where's the extension cord? Oh, crap. I think I unplugged it upstairs. Hold that thought. Yep, sure did. Okay. Oh, balls. I feel like I just freaking blew that light. That light bulb. I think that's what I heard. This stupid thing. Maybe not. Let's see. Off. Oh, you know why? Because did I pop it? No. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. Jeez, oh Pete. And I think this is the light that ended up popping. Oh, JK. Okay. You just got a whole bunch of me walking around my face. Looks to be you. Okay, so we got this part framed, which is the storage area here. We'll have some sort of shelving unit here, something or another, over here anyway. Over here, be able to store some stuff here. So it's decent size. It's not huge, but it's it'll work out pretty well. And then we'll have some sort of I think Elise was saying some sort of like a, not a closet here, but like a storage, I don't know, something. And then this is a room that is a non-bedroom bedroom. We may put, like a bed in here. We will put a bed in here, but it's not technically a bedroom because of the window. And it's not really big. It's like, I think I measured it out last night because I was worried about it. It's like 10 by 11, so it's not huge, but it has taller ceilings, so it feels a little bit bigger. And there's not going to be a closet. There's just going to be like hanging something or another. And then here will be what should hopefully be the larger bedroom, and then over here be the bathroom. So that is that. That's as far as we got last weekend, which again wasn't nearly as far as I would have hoped, but so the story goes. Let's pick this up. Okay, now I can we left late last weekend. There we go. It was like 9 o'clock or something like that, so really didn't put a whole lot of stuff away. Okay, so let's get on track with this weekend and what I'm going to be doing. My plan is to have the shower 100% complete by the time I leave. And I think it's possible. I'm gonna poly up here, poly the log, poly the ceiling. Then I'm gonna come down and do the metal, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm really not looking forward to that. And then I'll be tiling up to the bottom of the corrugated metal. So that's the plan. I want to do that, and I'd like to be able to do the shower base mud layer, whatever, in the upstairs shower. And I think I have something else on my list, but I can't think of it right now. So that's all I'm going to say. So fingers crossed I can get that stuff done. I'm going to be leaving either tomorrow night late or early Monday morning. It really depends upon how the progress goes. So fingers crossed it goes good. So it's a beautiful day out. It was raining. Gosh, that's what woke me up. It was like really bright, lots and lots of lightning. Thunder wasn't very loud, but there's lots of lightning in it through the door wall. Just kind of woke me up, and I knew I had to go back to Lowe's to get the thresholds for the tile, the transition on the walls and so forth. So knowing that I had to do that, and then I woke up because of the lightning, I was like, oh crap, might as well just get going. So that's what I did. But it's really nice out now. There's birds chirping everywhere, which I know sounds kind of silly, but it's really it's peaceful. But I'm going to blast them with music and stuff like that because I need that to get shit done. But I ate breakfast up on the balcony, listening to the birds. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Looking forward to hearing more of that stuff when I can actually sit down and relax. But that's not this weekend. So, okay, till next time. See you! Oh, it's Sunday. It's like 9 o'clock. A little bit before 9. Slow start this morning. I was up till like 11 last night, close to 11. Trying to get the tile done in the shower. I didn't get finished. And I drank too much. That helped me sleep. I probably drank to sleep. Sometimes that helps. But it was harder to wake up this morning. However, hang on. I gotta get my breakfast finished. I am moving around this morning, making my breakfast, drinking my shake. I drank my shake. Did I pour the right amount of water? A little bit too much. So now you get to watch me carry this over to the deck and pour it out like so, because that's what I do when I draw too much water. Well, that was uneventful. You didn't get to see me. Did I say it's a slow morning? Okay, it's been a slow morning. Dirt. Anyway, so while my oats are soaking, sounds weird, I can put this away and then show you how far I got. I realized yesterday it took me, let me just show it. It's stupid. Okay. So here's where I got right now. Wait, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay. There. And here, and I got a little bit of the curb going action here. This metal up here and around, and you can't see, but it's over there because I can't get in there right now. And here, that is gonna be the death of me. Nearly was the death of me. Not literally, just anger-wise. It was so friggin' difficult, and The worst part about it is I have a gap, a very, very small gap there. Very small gap there. At the top. Like right. Oh, my shadow can reach it. Right. Up here. See it? Right there. Okay. That's kind of like the worst case scenario. And of course, I always find a way to find the worst case scenario. Because I either put a piece of tile there that looks like absolute shit, which I can't do, or I rip off the top piece of metal, that middle piece of metal, which is like right there-ish. Then I rip off the bottom layer of the metal, and then I recut a wider piece of the bottom piece of metal, which is what I'm gonna have to do, because then it'll look better. And stupid me didn't think about that beforehand. I don't know. Some of these freaking things you just don't think about until you're in the middle of it. So I get to redo another thing yet again. So I'm not happy about that at all. Oh, I think I'm gonna break this table. I'm really agitated about that, actually, because it's gonna be a pain in the butt. I mean, a pain in the butt. Prying it off. I have silicone caulk underneath there. I'm gonna have to rip that out. Not the caulk, but I mean rip it out with the caulk on it, which is gonna be messy. And I'm already a mess. I didn't shower last night because I don't have the water on, because I had to take off the shower head. Oh my god. I didn't have to take off the water, to turn off the water. The water's off right now. I could have took a shower yesterday. No, I really couldn't. I could have, but not in there. And washing this stuff off. Anyway, so I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say right now, except for the fact that I gotta redo something I did already. And it's so easily avoidable. And the good news, if we want to say good news, is that I only did this on this shower. And it's not like I did it on both showers. So when I do go to the shower upstairs, I won't make that mistake again. I don't fucking know. Okay, so the good news is I like the tile. The tile does look good. I'm really actually happy with it. I decided to do the stacked. Well, let's go take another look at this stuff. Ow. I asked Lisa, do you want to do the brick style or you want to do the stack style? And she said either one, as long as it's white grout, which I agree with her. It probably needs to be white grout. Although those lines right now, if they were black, it'd actually probably look kind of good. But I'm not even sure I'll be able to get to the freaking grout. I want to. I hope so. I don't know. No, I'm probably fucking not. Anyway, so I liked the tile a lot. I did the stack style. I think it looks really, really nice. It looks modern. I really like the way the waves look. Oh man, the waves on it. I'm rather pleased with that. So that's the good news. I do like the tile a lot, and I think the shower, once this is all grouted and it goes up like that, the floor, I mean, you know, I think it's gonna look really sharp. So I am pretty jazzed about that. So anyway, all right, enough about that crap. Let me eat my oats and get back to work, because I got a long day ahead of me. Okay, see you.